My cousin's entitled wife secretly stored $20,000 of designer gear in my unit, so I used a loophole to destroy them.
Priya married into the family with an appetite for luxury that her own income could never have sustained. She didn't work in any official capacity, but she dressed like she chaired a board. Every surface she owned had a logo on it. Hermès scarves, Bottega bags, a watch collection she photographed more than she wore. It was my cousin Jai's salary funding all of it, and she spent it with zero friction and zero gratitude. The cheapness lived underneath the glamour like mold behind drywall. She never contributed to a shared meal, never covered her own portion if someone else could be maneuvered into it instead. She once returned a birthday gift I gave her and asked if I could just give her the cash. So when her closet overflowed, she didn't rent her own unit. She used mine. I found out when I went to retrieve documents and discovered my climate-controlled space was 3 times fuller than I'd left it. Garment bags hung in a row. Sealed tubs stacked to the ceiling. A rolling rack of coats consumed the entire back wall. She hadn't asked, hadn't offered to split the monthly fee she was now saving. She had simply moved in. Jai gave me that look when I brought it up. Soft, exhausted. It meant, please don't make this harder. Priya shrugged and said storage was expensive and I clearly had room. That's when something settled quietly in my chest. I called the facility manager the next morning and told her calmly that during my last visit I'd noticed a significant amount of property I hadn't placed there and couldn't identify. I said I was concerned about liability and didn't feel comfortable being responsible for contents I had no knowledge of. She said she'd send an insurance assessor that week. I said that sounded perfectly reasonable. The assessor arrived Thursday. The facility's protocol for unverified third-party storage is thorough. The items were photographed, cataloged, and relocated to a holding area pending ownership verification. Several sealed tubs were opened for inspection. A garment bag containing a fur coat was left unsealed on a cart in a non-climate-controlled corridor for several hours before being moved. I heard about all of this from Priya. At volume. She called me shrieking, said I'd had her things seized, said the fur was destroyed, said 3 tubs had been opened and repacked carelessly. A beaded gown was missing buttons. 2 bags showed handling damage. Do you have any idea what you've done? She snapped. I kept my voice flat. I reported items I didn't recognize in a unit registered to my name. That's exactly what I was supposed to do. You knew those were mine, she hissed. I didn't pack them, I said quietly. I had no knowledge of the contents. She demanded the facility reimburse her. They declined. Unknown third-party storage is explicitly excluded from liability coverage. She demanded Jai make me pay for the damage. He sat very still for a long moment before saying he thought she should have asked first. She tried to avoid a monthly storage fee. The damage assessment came back at over $19,000. I still have the same unit. I keep it organized and I keep it mine. Always have.